everyone, welcome back to our channel, Vamped by S&M. I'm Manpreet.
I am Simi.
And today we're jumping on to launch our handle on Instagram. Woohoo! It is get.vamped, and we are going to be continuing the fun on Instagram as well as YouTube. So we want to take this opportunity to just look back in our past little bit on shooting videos. Simi?
Okay, so first off, we will go back reflecting on challenges. So I think my biggest thing on shooting videos was time management. I think it was just the mindset of knowing like my makeup usually takes me like a good 30 minutes to get a full face coverage, and so when I was shooting it I would only allot 30 minutes of my time in between school and work, obviously, and it wasn't working for me. So I would always have to make sure that I set time designated for videos, and that usually would be me doing them late night, like super late night, so I had no distractions from parents and I just had time for myself and I could just sit and take as much time as I wanted to film. What about you, Manpreet? What was your biggest challenge?
I didn't have a set time of day to shoot, and I don't know if that might have proven to be a challenge because like yourself, Simi, having that set night for videos might have just kind of organized the week better for you, whereas I was kind of figuring out, oh, I have this idea, let's jump on and video that look, and also just organizing my shooting location. I experimented with lighting and comfort and furniture of what worked best for me. So as soon as I got like a permanent home for shooting, I think like just my organization went way more subtle. And I can't believe how important organization was for these shootings, because like I could not believe I was forgetting certain products that we use on an everyday basis. Like you and I do our makeup all the time, and yet I was forgetting to do like my concealer after the foundation, or forgot to put the highlighter after a finished look, or sometimes even found myself doing my eyeshadow after I did the eyeliner. I'm like, what are you doing? But it worked. I got the look. What about you? How's organization for you?
I don't think I had that. Like, I had an envision of what the YouTube channel would be. So, like, I feel like I didn't have trouble in that sense. I don't think I even had trouble with products. I just know that there was things that I wouldn't ever do to a day-to-day wear, but I would do it for the video. Like, when I knew, like, brow gel, like, how often do I use brow gel like, on a daily basis? I never do. But, like, for the video, like, I had to add extra sauce. But my biggest thing was talking while shooting, and I'm pretty sure I've already mentioned that.
Oh my god, it's too funny.
Because it's just so awkward when you're doing your regular makeup off of YouTube. Like, when you think of YouTube, you don't think of, like, what comes with it. And so I think talking while shooting was our biggest problem.
Absolutely. I don't think it was a problem, it was just funny to look back at. Like, there's videos of me where I'm just rambling, and like I don't even know why I'm saying what I'm saying, and there's parts where I was actually humming while I was applying my makeup, and it was a challenge editing, and you don't realize how challenging it is to edit when like you don't stop at all from talking. But I feel like describing things were definitely interesting because terminology, for instance. I remember calling a spoolie a mascara brush, which it is, but like, come on, Manpreet, it's a spoolie. Or the slightly pressed brush is actually a curved brush, guys.
Thanks for editing. You guys didn't get to see those minor bloopers of ours.
It was too funny, but I think that just made editing way much more fun.
Yes, I agree.
And the masterpiece was just beautiful. I loved seeing our looks come together. I loved seeing what we envisioned come to life. And I hope that somewhere out there, someone's watching them and going, you know what? I like that tip. That works. Thank you, Manpreet. Thank you, Simi. All right, we're now moving on to makeup on others. Now, this is something that we haven't shown yet, but we definitely have been experimenting with others, is doing makeup on others. Simi, your experience.
Okay, so my experiences, I've been able to do other people's makeup. I know I just wasn't comfortable with face types, like being more of an oval face shape as opposed to a more rounder, because I've always been doing makeup on myself, so I know what works for me and my face type. So that was a bit challenging, but I had more issues doing blending. With different age groups, I feel like what worked for me in my blending sense didn't essentially work on other people. So I think trying to figure that out last minute was the most challenging part I had was just trying to blend and make sure that it was flawless, no matter what age group that I was doing makeup upon. What were your experiences like?
I would have to say eyes. Oh my god, so the feedback that I got when we did our eyes is like, how the heck did you do that so fast? And I'm like, it's been 84 years. But eyes were challenging on others because I feel like that stillness that I have in my hands when I'm doing my own, I just don't have it when I'm doing somebody else's, or the evenness in both sides. So that's definitely been challenging, but I'm so grateful for those that have let me play with their faces to allow me some time to get comfortable with that. And also my tips and tricks in regards to, oh, well, you messed up, just use concealer. Oh, darn, that's a little longer, just use concealer. And anything's possible as long as you have concealer at the end to kind of make sure that both eyes are balanced. But that's interesting that you say blending was harder because I felt like I had all the time in the world to blend, and because I was looking at the face on, for some reason, like it was easier for me to see like this is well blended, or pay more attention to it, more so than sometimes I do for myself, depending on if I have lighting on one side of the room and not so much lighting on the other side of the room. But definitely a lot of fun. Getting your whatever look that someone's going for, when you bring that to life, is just so much fun.
No, I agree, but I believe we become more anal. Like, I feel like with myself, if like one wing is slightly different than the other, like I will try to fix it. But when I'm doing other people's makeup, I feel like I'm more anal about making sure it's perfect because it's like your work that you're demonstrating. So obviously you want it to look the best that you can. So I think that's where my struggle is like sometimes taking a step back and be like, no, Simi, like you did really well. Like it's showing. But I just feel like there's always a part of me that's always like, no, like I could do more. I could do more. So
Yeah, yeah. I think that's where you and I kind of bring that whole, you use the more high end products and I use more of the store end products and try to bring the same look together, which is why when I did the Too Faced video, Simi, I could not believe how I was feeling. Like Too Faced is a product, like I use the foundation all the time. I swear by it.
yeah.
I love it. It's light. It's everyday wear. It's also fancy wear. It just depends on how many layers you apply of it. And then like going through the entire line of the concealer, the foundation, the eyeshadow, blush, highlighter kit, like I felt so layered up versus how I normally do it, where I use Too Faced foundation and then maybe like a Fit Me concealer, if any, and then just a light blush. Like I could not believe that the look that I was getting, very similar. But it proved my theory, and I think our theory about the channel, that you can create these looks without having to pay, an arm and a leg, maybe a kidney.
Yeah, no, and I agree. And I feel like it's all about experimenting because in my head, I always thought, like, this is why brands launch a whole line of products, is because essentially maybe it's supposed to be used as a whole line. Like, you're supposed to use NARS's concealer and their foundation and their blush and all the products associated with NARS, but essentially it doesn't work, like, through even our experiences. Like, and that's how we can compare it to our day to day, because I've never used one product or one brand's whole line. Like, I don't know if you have.
No. No, I haven't, but it was so much fun doing so because I was so excited about like what was gonna happen. Like I just felt like I was gonna transform my face.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I mean, it definitely was a beautiful look. And if anyone out there does that, I mean, please let us know, what are you using, what's the difference, and how do you feel about using the same products through one line. But yeah, very, very interesting. So now we gotta bring something that nobody's seen because the masterpieces are just so fine-tuned. And what's that, Simi?
It's a bloopers! So through editing, I feel like we've always had so much fun watching our own bloopers and knowing the things that we do. So we were just trying to see how we can bring that to you. So what better way than to launch it on our channel? So my famous blooper of all time, is me pep talking to myself. I feel like whenever I mess up, I literally take a moment and I'm just like, Simran, get your stuff together. Or, Simi, like, what are you doing? Or it's like, come on, Simi. Like, that's always been my go-to. So you'll see me do that, like, throughout the entire video. Because I mess up a lot. You just don't see it. My way from a nude. Gosh, Simran, come on. Variety of makeup. Oh, come on, Simran. Got this. What about you, Manpreet? What's your most go-to blooper?
I don't even know how to describe it, so take a look. And what I don't want to use, I believe yeah, that's my, I don't know what to do after that. That's like me stuttering, me messing up, me remembering what not to do. That's just my go-to. And oh my god, what the heck did we learn about one another that we both do?
Oh my god, lip smacking?
I didn't even know I had this problem. I don't even think it's a problem. Sorry. It's not a problem. I didn't know we had this talent.
Yeah, like I feel like every time we start a video, it's always us smacking our lips together, and I don't know where it comes from.
I don't either. I'm like, stop. Here we go. But no, it just, I've never noticed me doing it ever until I started editing our videos.
Yeah, and that's what's cool. Like that's, I think, brought us more knowledge about what we do and say. Like I know we have a count for Manpreet because she says way too many times.
A funny story, I told her she a lot. And then guess who did it more? There you have it. Some reflection on how it's been going for us. Thank you so much for all your support. The feedback that we've gotten from others around what works, what doesn't work, what you want to see has totally helped us create more and more videos. And we can't wait to launch some of our looks on Instagram and continue the fun there, continue our videos here, and see where it goes.
Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this journey with us today, make sure you guys do follow us on our IG handle, get.vamped. We plan to bring you guys more fun-filled videos, so stay tuned. This is Simi and Manpreet signing out. Bye!
Today's edition, I'm going to be looking at just using one brand of products. I'm going to be using Too Faced. So the concealer, the foundation, contour, and eyeshadow palettes to just see what it feels like lining up your entire face, layering it up in regards to